ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. Do me a quick favor. If you have not been able to stop thinking about this week's episode of the anime adaptation of the best-selling manga in history, please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a comment down below because I want to know if I'm alone in feeling the way that I am. Because I legit feel, like Skippy stated in his video, shout out to Skippy the Robot, like I walked into a movie theater and left having watching some of the greatest 23 minutes and 50 seconds of my entire anime watching existence. And this is for the beginning of Onigashima. I don't think y'all are hearing me right now, man. I don't think anyone in the comments section or watching this video is hearing me at this point in time. I don't think y'all are hearing me. Hold on, man. Room. Shambles. Look at it. Ulti. Bruh. What are we doing? What is Toei doing? Shambles. Look at him. Look at him looking greater than ever. The coat in the back flowing in the wind. Shambles. Look at it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I need to go. I mean, I'm already in school. I need further education. I need further education to be able to understand and process how it is that Toei Animation is able to continuously do this. This entire arc, 90 episodes. And it feels like at the very least, 70% of these episodes have been magnificent. At the very least, magnificent at the least. People, the entire Tobiropo introduction was legendary. We start off the second half of the episode with an Onigashima Presents. Like if I was walking into a movie theater and then halfway through the movie, they're like, yo, it's like if you're sitting there watching Avengers and halfway through the movie, like, yo, we're cutting to Avengers Age of Ultron. I don't know. Well, Age of Ultron was kind of dookie, but you catch my drift. You catch my drift. You're in the middle of watching a movie and then the other one pops up. You're watching Fast and the Furious, then Tokyo Drift starts playing. Like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? You're playing a movie within the movie. When that Queen section started hitting, and the lighting hit, and this man Queen shot up like I do when I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm in Warzone. I mean, brother, you should have seen the way that Queen came off the ground. Remind me whenever I get off the Gulag Sunstream, going straight off from the bottom all the way to the top and parachuting down. That's what Queen was doing. And you're telling me that it's only going to get better from here? Now, we can't expect an episode of this quality every week, and I understand that. But I'm not expecting an episode of this quality every week. Who in the world would expect an episode of this quality in a series, period? This looked better to me than even the likes of most of the One Piece movies. And it's canon. Canon. I don't have an eye for animation. I don't have an eye for that type of stuff, man. But as somebody who was in TV production for many years, I know my fair share. All right, I know my fair share, man. And this was magnificent. In all aspects. All aspects. You want to talk about an episode that brings things full circle. This individual on Twitter, shout out to this person for entering the Grand Line scene and seamlessly transitioning it to the end of this week's episode, because at the end of this week's episode felt like the end of a movie. It felt like the end of the series. I mean, I was getting emotional seeing the Straw Hats like that. All of them getting their own amazing frame with the drinks left behind, the cups. Odin, following that up with Odin as his feet hits the ground. You got the most beautiful shot, bruh. You had the king going in, the stride covering the eyes, comes down, puts the drink down. What more do you need? What more do you need? Matter of fact, this is the end of the spoiler-free section. Section. Toby awesome sauce, Queen, dance, greatness, straw hat greatness, all that stuff. This is the end of the spoiler-free section. From here on out, we're talking manga spoilers. 3, 2, 1, they showed Yamato. What do you want me to do? How can I contain my hype when I'm not supposed to see Yamato for at least 6 more episodes? At least! Knowing the way Toei's is pacing these episodes, 6 episodes, I'm counting, right? Maybe. And in the midst of this week's episode, at the perfect time when Kaido is talking, you see a little glimpse of Yamato. And it's the perfect introduction too, slamming away at something because we know how much Yamato wishes to be freed. Toei would hit different for that one. Toei hit different for that one, man. What an amazing way to introduce that character to us. And then, in the midst of all of that, on some fodder individuals, Luffy releases one of the most beautiful Red Hawks that I have ever seen in this series. He's already done it once. That one against Hold'em in this arc was nasty. As a matter of fact, I can't recall a Red Hawk that didn't look nasty. The one on Perospero on his wall, filthy. The one whenever Law, Room, and Luffy hit Doflamingo with that nasty Red Hawk, nasty. They've all been nasty. And this one has the contender to be the nastiest with the whole thing, and everybody was like, yo, shout outs to Nika? Who knows? But all I know is that Luffy came down with the authority of Entei on some Porgus DA stuff. Straight up, the Red Hawk was coming from the sun. And you're telling me that we're not even at Roof Piece yet. That isn't even the Red Rock. Could you imagine the Red Rock? I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, but we gotta keep doing it. we gotta keep. Yo, what's his name? I believe is Nagamine, right? Is the name of the director of Wano. This individual, I just recently read an interview with him with, I believe it was the Hundreds. And they were talking about, Nagamine working on Onigashima and wanting it to surpass even the quality of the Odin Flashback, which to me is mind-boggling. But wanting to surpass even that and go even further beyond than the anime's ever seen up until this point, to truly surpass expectations in Onigashima. We haven't even reached Onigashima. And we've had two movies, and from what I've been told, one of the best directors, some people say he's the best director of Dragon Ball Z, is going to be working on an episode in about 4 episodes. I mean, what are we doing? Yo, Toei at this point in time is producing banger after banger after banger after banger. It's just the greatest hits at this point in time. This is insane. We're in July, and I feel like we've had 5 of the greatest episodes that we have ever seen in the series. And listen, I'm a massive fan of Wano, right? So I have bias towards the content. The content within Wano is some of my favorite stuff in the entire series. It truly is. But the way the anime has been adapting that content is just nuts. It's amazing. It is truly bringing it to life and surpassing all expectations. And we're only in July. Like, what? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to buy another Santa hat. It's like, especially for later in Onigashima. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I believe in them. How could you not with the track record of Wano? From the very first episode, it was like we stepped into a new world, and I was a massive fan of A Whole Cake Island. Was amazing in both the manga and the anime, but the anime, specifically the final episode of Whole Cake Island, which I believe was 877, that's a top 5 episode in all of One Piece for me. And to follow that up with this, yo, Ulti, come on, goated, who's looking so fire? Fuck Maria with the amazing voice. Shout out to the comment section. Let me know that was Sachan from Gintama. I was like, yo. Sasaki, X-Drake, Pei, Toroba looking clean. Yamato. Queen's music video. The Red Hawk. The interaction between the crew, which we had been wanting for so long, but having the character animations and the character acting and the things that are exclusive to those characters at full blast here. Their character quirks, the way they move, the way they talk, the interactions. This episode was One Piece, man. It was so beautiful. From the amazing action sequences to the amazing character introductions to the awesome villain introductions to just all of it. All of it. A magnificent episode, man. And it truly is another one of those episodes that makes me proud to say this is my anime adaptation. Like, it's amazing, man. You know, it really is something just out of this world special. Out of this world special. We even had the director of Castlevania, the Netflix series, talking about it yesterday. Or I think it was the day before, but regardless, whenever he talked about it. Saying, this is amazing how a weekly series is producing this. The director of Castlevania is out here like, what? How in the world are they doing this? I know! Greatness. Absolute greatness. That ending scene is legit one of, I think at this point it might end up being like one of my favorite scenes ever. With the Straw Hats, the cups coming down. That's gonna become iconic for this series. And in the manga, that was just a thing that we passed by because we were like, let's get into Onigashima being the greatest. The anime made the whole thing, made it feel like, we're ending a whole saga. We're ending a movie. And it real deal made me think like, man, because when Luffy does hold that party, of course, we're going to have to come back to the Flower Capital. But now we're like, hold on. We're going to have to come pick up those cups. And real deal have a banquet. But I just had to come on here and talk about this, man. Let's think of this as an afterthoughts for 982. I just haven't been able to stop thinking about the episode. And I just, had to get some of this off my chest, man. What a marvelous, marvelous episode, dude. I still can't believe it exists. Like, I know we talk about these movies and movies and movies that Toei's been producing, but this was a movie. Son, listen to me. This episode was legit. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of these. I am. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Stampede. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Film Gold. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Film Z. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Where's Strong World at. And Strong World. Because, son, I need a reminder of whether this is movie quality or not. But it clearly is. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. One Piece greatness. Peace out. Have a blessed day. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode if you haven't done so already. And I'll see y'all next time. What did I tell? One more time. Ulti, bruh.